All right, this book is Direct Selling Success, and this is Randy Gage being your narrator, because I've learned from my last couple of books that you guys really want to hear this from me as I feel it, as in my soul. So I'm going to be narrating this, although it's my longest book ever, but I know it means something to you guys, and I really want you to know my heart, what I feel about this. This book is the most important book for me that I've written. And it's dedicated to the people who still believe in the power of a dream. So let's begin with the introduction. It's called Dream Big, Act Deliberately. So, why did you decide to work a direct selling business? I mean, really? Was it because you wanted to become a millionaire, earn one of those exotic supercars, be one of those people on stage holding a 6-foot wide check with a big number on it? Let's get real. Personally, I joined this business to get rich. I had been broke my whole life. I hated being poor and desperately wanted to become wealthy. So that's the real world reason I began. And there's nothing wrong if you joined for the same reason. Just know that at some point, you're going to need something more, something better. In my case, I was so desperate to get rich that everything I said and did was filtered through that perspective. So I looked at candidates the way wolves look at sheep at lunchtime. Even the people I had sponsored got the vibe that my only concern was how much money they were going to make for me. Not really a winning formula. You've got to see candidates through a prism of how you can help them. You've got to approach the business with the mindset that if you help your team members to reach success, your own success will be assured. I believe wealth is actually created only two ways. Number one, by solving problems, and number two, by adding value. This is good advice to follow for your direct selling business. This means that you have to flip the focus from you to your potential customers and team members. For most people, their focus starts off very me-centered. You're thinking, I need more customers. I need them to buy more. I've got to recruit more people. I have to find more leaders. But none of that stuff is about you. None of it is relevant to your candidates or team members. Take a serious look at your product or service line. Ask yourself, what exactly are the benefits to my customer? Not just a general feel-good promise like, these nutritional products will improve your health. I'm talking about specific, tangible, unique, measurable, and demonstrable benefits your customers will enjoy. Then you want to be thinking about the benefits the business offers. These include low startup investment, flexible schedule, travel opportunities, tax advantages, being your own boss, working with people you choose, unlimited income potential, becoming successful by helping others, no degrees or experiences needed. However, you must keep in mind this important point. Not all benefits matter to all people. So if you just do a data dump with your candidates, you won't be as successful as you could be. You'll do much better actually finding out your candidate's particular situation and what specific benefits are most compelling to her. Here's the great news. If you follow the advice in this book, you'll be able to weave all these important elements into a robust, successful business doing the right things. You will be able to enjoy the monetary and recognition benefits and know that you are solving problems and creating true value. Also know, this is not just a feel-good rah-rah book. Actually, I do hope it makes you feel good about what you're doing and your ability to do it successfully. But the main purpose of this book is to be used as your textbook for becoming successful or more successful in the business. You'll discover specific and tangible ways to find great candidates, qualify them, move them into a compelling series of presentations, recruit the right ones, train them, develop them, and then lead them to success. This stuff works. This stuff works in the real world today. Even with all the changes in regulations, social media, the internet, mobile apps, replicated websites, and just overall economic upheaval. In case you haven't figured it out yet, this book is the natural sequel or follow-up to my book, How to Build a Multi-Level Money Machine. Because the world has changed so much, I felt that instead of a new edition of the old book, it was time to start fresh with a clean canvas. Why? Well, the ever-increasing role of e-commerce, technology, and social media has impacted the business on a scale almost unimaginable, even 5 years ago. The regulatory environment has become more complex and certainly more negative. And the public perception and portrayal of the business, which had experienced a positive swing for many years, has taken a steep slide downward. This new book also differs from its predecessor in construction. The original book took you through the process of starting and building your business exponentially. I told the print people that I wanted that to be a dog-eared textbook, right? Because it's broken down by chapters into necessary skill sets. So I wanted them to mark it up and scribble notes in the margin. But for this audio one, it's important as well. I want that you have kind of a workbook to go along with it. Open a Google Doc or a Word doc or just your journal or your notebook. As I'm doing this audio, I'm going to highlight some important things, and I'll mention them since we've got the benefit of having this audio book where I can talk directly to you. I'm going to point out some things that I might suggest. Hey, make sure you jot this down somewhere. Or, hey, make sure you work with your team on this. When you're ready to make your first presentation on stage, or you're confronted by the idea of calling a scary candidate or dealing with a renegade leader, you can come back to a specific chapter and get advice that you can immediately apply. Now, really important note, I've included 5 bonus chapters on high-level leadership. For you guys who are new to the business, I am strongly recommending that you initially skip chapters 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. So in other words, you're going to proceed directly from chapter 12 to chapter 18. Those chapters are about complex leadership strategies and would probably overwhelm you if you listen to them now if you're just joining, if you're new in the business. It would be better to come back and listen to them after you've been in the business at least 2 years. In the chapters before them, you'll discover how to spend your time productively, develop leaders, and most importantly, empower those leaders to develop new ones. You'll come to a clear understanding of a fundamental, profound truth about direct selling. You don't grow your group. You grow your people, and they grow your group. You'll find I'm not big on motivational cliches and weary, overused platitudes. I believe that if you can show people specifically how they can accomplish a desired goal, they will motivate themselves. This book is a GPS for leading your people to success. By the time you finish this book, you will have a realistic view of how wealth is created in the business. Know the key components for developing true duplication. Have useful skills and strategies for prospecting and recruiting. Understand what top leaders do to build effectively. And finally, have a specific game plan for making that happen. Our profession is now past the 60-year mark and facing greater challenges than ever before. But with those challenges come even greater opportunities. We're going to need to reinvent ourselves. This book is my contribution to that effort. In this business, you can earn a lot of money, win those trips to exotic locales, and drive those gorgeous bonus cars. You really do have the chance to create your freedom. But here's the thing about freedom. It's never free. Freedom is the byproduct of dedication, perseverance, and hard work. You must be willing to pay the price and do the work. If you're willing to do that, this book will guide you through exactly how to do it. I didn't write this book to challenge your dreams, but rather to help you realize them. And I certainly didn't write it to change you. Instead, to help you discover and unfold into who you are really meant to be. You're about to embark on a magic carpet ride of challenge, adventure, and growth. Relish the journey. I'm humbled and honored for your trust and accepting me as your surrogate sponsor. Together, we're going to do some great things. Dream big, act deliberately.